Hello guys, my name is Bhuvan. I am from third year, Kale University. Today we are going to discuss about materialized views in data warehouse and mining. Let's get started. Materialized views. Before going to materialized view, let us discuss about a view in SQL. In SQL, a view is a virtual table because based on the result set of an SQL statement. A view contains rows and columns just like in a real table. The fields in a view are fields from one or more real tables in a database. You can add SQL statements and functions to a view and present the data as if data we are coming from one single table. A view is created in the SQL statement like create view statement. Materialized views. What is a materialized view? A materialized view is a database object that stores the query result set at a single point in time. Unlike a view, materialized view is not virtual. It will store in a physical storage. It are sometimes referred as in snapshots. It is maybe it may be stored locally or remotely in other site. Increase query performance since it contains result set of a query. Remote materialized views are an efficient way to replicate the data. Let us discuss a difference between views and a materialized view. A view is never stored. It is only displayed. A materialized view is stored on the disk. It is a physical disk. View is the virtual table formed from one or more base tables or a views. Materialized view is a physical copy of a base table. View is updated each time when the virtual table is used. Materialized view has been updated manually or using triggers. It is an view is an slow processing and materialized view is a fast processing. View does not require any memory space. Materialized view utilize the memory space. But materialized view management. Materialized view management contains define. First, we can define the materialized view and we can refresh the materialized view and we can drop the materialized view. Working with materialized view. A materialized view is a pre-computed data set derived from a query specification. It is mainly a select statement and is stored for lateral use. If let us take an example, if a client or business analyst comes to a data warehouse analyst and asks for some aggregation function, it is difficult to run at particular time because the data warehouse contains a large set of data set. The data set contains a millions of rows and millions of columns. So if we perform any operation, then it will take some time. Then materialized view came into the picture. We will store all the aggregation functions or complex aggregation functions or complex join functions before and store in a materialized view. Once the analyst asks us, we can show the materialized view directly. So in that way, we will use materialized view. So let us discuss when to create a materialized view. Create a materialized view when means the first point is the query results from the view does not change often. This almost always means that underlying or a base table from the view does not change often, or at least that is a subset of a base table rows used in the materialized view doesn't change often. The results of the view are used often, typically significantly more often than the query results change. The query consumes a lot of resources. Typically, this means that query consumes a lot of processing time or credits, but it could also mean that query consumes a lot of storage space for intermediate results. ETL commands used in materialized view. We can create materialized view or alter the materialized view. We can drop materialized view. We can describe about a materialized view and we can show the materialized views. Let us and access control privileges. We can there are three types of privileges. We can give the privileges on the schema that contains a materialized view, or we can give the privileges directly on the materialized view itself, or we can give the privileges on the database objects. So there is an syntax grant privileges. The privileges we want to give that we will mention here, and to the role. We can revoke the privileges from the role. Syntax for creating a materialized. This is a basic syntax to create a materialized view. Let us discuss about these causes, build cause and refresh cause and commit on demand cause in next line. The build cause options are, there are two options. We can give immediate or deferred. When we will give immediate means the materialized view is populated immediately. Then we will give immediate. The materialized view is populated on the first requested refresh. Then we want to give deferred. And there are refresh types. There are three types of refresh type: the fast, complete, and force. Let us discuss about one by one. Fast. A fast refresh is attempted if fast materialized view logs are not present against the source table in advance, then creation fails. And complete. The table segment supporting the materialized view is truncated and repopulated completely using the associated query. The force. A fast query is attempted if one is not possible, a complete refresh is performed. Then we will use force. Then there are two types of refresh: on commit refresh and on demand refresh. On commit means the refresh is triggered by a committed data change in one of the dependent tables. Then on demand means the refresh is initiated by a manual request for a scheduled task. Then we'll use on demand. Let us discuss these two in further side. There are types of materialized views. There are two types: read-only materialized view, updatable materialized view. Read-only materialized view records in the materialized view cannot be changed by the users. In the read-only materialized view, eliminates the possibility of a materialized view introducing the data conflicts of the master-based tables. Update materialized view. Here, users can change the data at the materialized view site. Changes made to an updatable materialized view are pushed back to the master. Master means the base table. Let us go with an example. We will create a materialized view. Let us take this sample data. In a data warehouse, we have a column, millions of columns, but here we can take some subset of data. This data set contains some columns names like employee number, employee name and job and their head date and the salary and department number and some etc. So if you want to create a materialized view for the employees whose salary is between 1,000 and 5,000, then the query is like this one: create materialized view. Here MV1. This means it is an view name of it is the view name of the materialized view for this one. And as here we will write the SQL statement which we want to get the operation, which we want to write in a operation. Then we will write this SQL statement. Here we want the employees whose salary is 1,000 and between 1,000 and 5,000. So I written this: select star from employee where salary is between 1,000 and 5,000. These result set is stored in materialized view name MV1. Here this is creation of an materialized view. And if you want to view the some of the members in all the members in the MV1, then we will write this statement: select the employee number. I only take employee number, name and the salary. So I just selected these three columns: employee number, employee name and employee salary from MV1. MV1 means this is the materialized view. From this query result set, we will get the employee number, name and the salary. This is a creation of a materialized view. And alter. We can alter materialized views. There are many options in the alter. Let us discuss some of them here. We can rename the materialized view. Then the command is alter the materialized view MV, rename to MV1. Here our materialized view name MV, we are changing to MV1. And the next one, we can suspend the materialized view. If we suspend means the materialized view does not contain, does not execute. Here alter materialized view MV1. I written here MV1 because I changed the name to MV1. So I written here MV1. MV1 suspended. Then it will not execute. If you run this command, it will shows that if we ask from MV1 anything, it will show an error because the query is suspended. We can resume the suspended query also. So for that, alter materialized view MV1 resume. We can secure the materialized views by default it is unsecure. We when we want to secure, let us try this query: alter materialized view mv1 set secure. Then it will become a secure materialized view, and we can alter the we can set the comments for the our materialized view. Here I written alter materialized view mv1 set comment is equal to sample. I written here sample. When we want to write any comments, we can write like this for the materialized views. We can describe the materialized view. Describe, this is a syntax. This DESC or describe materialized view and view name. Here it will show all the metadata of the table, materialized view table result set. For our table I written here example describe materialized view mv1, and the drop, we can drop the materialized view also. The syntax is drop materialized view name. So I written the drop, we can drop the materialized view, like this is an example, drop materialized view mv1. Refresh, there are two types of refresh on commit and refresh on demand. Let us discuss in depth for these two refreshes. Refresh on commit, when we use refresh on commit means if a materialized view is configured to a refresh on commit, you should never need to manually refresh it unless a rebuild is necessary. Remember, refreshing on commit is a very intensive operation for volatile based tables. It makes sense to use fast refreshes where possible. This is an refresh on commit. This is a basic syntax for it will refresh on commit. It will refresh at every minute of the data warehouse or of the materialized view. This is we can give our materialized view like in further like this. Okay, here our materialized view name is mv1. So I just started with begin, and we will start we will give the name. It is minute refresh, means it will refresh the materialized view will refresh it per minute. Here I given mv1 scott.mv1. mv1 means it is our materialized view name, and by default lags will be false. I given as true. Then we will end this statement, and it will when we run this statement, when we run this full statement, it will refresh on commit, means it will refresh on every minute of the materialized view. It will help when data is continuously gets into the data warehouse. Then it will use that data will be changed. So then we will use this refresh on commit. Next, refresh on demand. Refresh on demand, for on-demand refreshes, you can choose to manually refresh the materialized view or refresh it as part of the refresh group. Because we will when an administrator asks us to want the data immediately, then we will choose this refresh on demand. When we use refresh on demand, the data will be refreshed on immediately. For that, this is an syntax. exec means execute dbms underscore mvu means materialized view. This is a package, and dot refresh is a function. Here this is an inbuilt query. We will write like this only. View name is here we want to give our view name. For example, for our materialized view, I given as example execute dbms underscore mvu dot refresh mv1. Here mv1 means our materialized view name. Then it will refresh it will refresh immediately. Then thank you.